This story happened some years ago when I was still living in Atlanta. Back then, life was simple. I had a small apartment, a job I loved, and one very special person in my life, my best friend, Lisa. Oh, Lisa and I were like sisters. We laughed until our stomachs hurt, stayed up all night talking about dreams, men, and the future. We shared everything: food, clothes, secrets, even pain. If someone saw us together, they'd say, "Look at those two. They must have been born for each other." And maybe they were right. But my children never forget. Even your shadow leaves you when it gets dark. Lisa was the kind of friend who knew what I was thinking before I said it. If I was sad, she'd show up with ice cream. If I was happy, she'd dance with me in the kitchen. I trusted her more than anyone. My mama used to warn me, though. She'd say, "My daughter, be careful who you call sister." Not every smile is sincere. But of course, I didn't listen. You know how we are when we love someone. We think the world could never turn cold. Then one summer, things started to change. Lisa met a man. His name was Tony. Now listen. Tony looked like he walked straight out of a music video. Tall, dark, smooth voice. White teeth that shine too bright to be real. When he talked to you, so you could almost forget what you were doing. But I always say, if a man's charm feels too sweet, it might just be poison in disguise. At first, I was happy for her. I said, "Girl, you finally found someone." But then I noticed small things. She stopped calling, she stopped visiting, and when she did come around, it was like her mind wasn't there anymore. She was somewhere else with him. One time I asked, "Lisa, how's everything?" She smiled and said, "Tony takes care of me." "He's different." "Different," she said. Oh, he was different, all right. Weeks passed and it felt like I was losing my sister. No more girls' nights, no more late night talks, just silence. One Friday evening, I decided to cook her favorite meal, baked chicken, mashed potatoes, and cornbread, just like my mama used to make. I wanted us to talk, to laugh again, to bring that old friendship back. She came late, 2 hours late, wearing a tight red dress and new jewelry. I opened the door and smiled, but something in her eyes had changed. Her smile was not the same. It was heavy. We sat down to eat. I tried to talk, but she just kept checking her phone. Halfway through dinner, my phone started ringing. It was my cousin crying. She said, "Girl, someone's been saying nasty things about you at church." I said, "Who? Who would say that?" She hesitated and whispered, "Lisa." I froze. My fork dropped. I looked at Lisa sitting across from me, calm, eating my food like nothing had happened. My heart was shaking inside my chest. I didn't say anything. I just cleaned up, smiled, and walked her to the door. When she left, I sat down on the couch and cried. My mama's words echoed in my head. Be careful who you call sister. The next few weeks were hard. You see, betrayal doesn't always come from enemies. Sometimes it comes wrapped in laughter and love. I stopped hearing from her altogether. Then one Sunday, my brother called me. "Guess who I just saw at the mall?" He said, "Who?" "Lisa and Tony." Holding hands, I didn't even know what to say. My mouth went dry. Tony, and the same man who had been flirting with me a few months before, the same one I told Lisa about. That Tony. That night I cried until my pillow was wet. My mama came to visit. She didn't ask questions. She just made me tea and said, "My daughter, don't cry over people God removed from your life. Sometimes rejection is protection." Those words, my children, those words saved me. Life went on. I worked. I healed. Slowly. I learned to enjoy my own company again. I learned that peace tastes better than revenge. But one evening, just when I thought I'd forgotten her, there was a knock on my door. It was Lisa. Her face was pale, makeup smudged, eyes swollen from crying. She said, "Auntie, please, can we talk?" I didn't even want to look at her. But I opened the door. I said, "Come in." She sat down and started crying. "Tony left me," she said. "He took my money, my car. He even took my laptop. I don't know what to do." For a moment, I felt sorry for her. She looked so lost. I didn't say, "I told you so." I didn't shout. I just said, "Sit down, Lisa. Eat something. You look hungry." Because my children, sometimes kindness is the best revenge. She ate quietly and After a while, she whispered, I'm sorry. I was jealous. You always had peace in your heart, and I wanted that too. Tony told me things. I believed him. I should have trusted you. I looked at her and I felt something lift inside me. I realized I had already forgiven her, not because she deserved it, but because I deserved peace. After that, we didn't become close again. We were polite, but the friendship wasn't the same. Once trust is broken, it doesn't fit like before. It's like a broken plate. You can glue it, but the cracks will always show. Years passed. I made new friends, real ones. Friends who called me just to check in, who didn't disappear when things got hard. I focused on my family, my faith, and myself. And now, whenever someone tells me, Auntie, I trust my best friend with my life, I smile and say, That's good, my dear, but make sure you trust yourself first. And always listen to the quiet signs life gives you. If something feels off, it probably is. Because life, my children, is a teacher. It might not give you the lesson you want, but it always gives you the one you need. So remember this. Some people come into your life to love you, others come to test you, and some come to teach you what love really means. And family, your real family, the Sashin, the ones who stand by you when the world turns its back, they are your true blessing. Forgiveness does not mean weakness. Forgiveness is strength wrapped in peace. It means you choose peace over pain, growth over grudges, and wisdom over revenge.